You already know. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Dallas Duo returns once again. Definitely got to recap the 2023 draft. Want to thank Three Man Weave for letting us utilize the YouTube channel.
Definitely.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I am D Hill. Who do I have with me, sir?
Yeah, man, it's your boy D White, man. Got a lot to talk about. Football Christmas came and went. Episode 30. Man, let's get into this thing, baby.
Let's get into it. We had a interesting draft, I would say the
Mhm.
least. We had we may not went in the order that we wanted, but
Right.
we addressed every need that we had.
hmm No flash.
You
None of
know,
that. Nope.
and sometimes I think primarily I think for us being active in free agency,
hmm
one of the few times that we have been, I think it altered how we drafted this year.
Right.
You know,
We
we can
got
say
we got our flash and free agency. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So I say I could say we could be you know you could say it altered what we did and made it went more team building, maybe more
right.
need based instead of that board and
hmm
BPA and all that, positional
Yeah.
value and all that. I guess it may be altered because, like I said, before the draft, the roster was already primarily ready to go.
Right. We had the roster won 24 games in 2 seasons. I mean, there's not a lot of holes on the team that win 12, back to back 12, have back to back 12 win season. So there's not a lot of reconstruction you need to do with a team with a roster like that.
You put it like that, man, make it think like we was trash, won't it?
Right. They will make you think that.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
they will make you think that, but hey, we won 24 games in 2 seasons, bro.
You
That
know,
that's a lot of wins.
ain't nothing, and now maybe the moves that we made should help in the near future for us to get more playoff success. Let's say that.
Right.
Of course, we
Put
want
us
to
over
get
the top. Put us over the top.
the first goal that we said we're going to continue to say it till it happens. Like I said, we want to go to the NFC Championship game
Right.
with the hopes of getting to the Super Bowl. But
There
first,
you
just get us to the NFC Championship
right.
first, and then we can actually build on something.
Right. Because if y'all don't know by now, we realistic over here. Ain't none of that. We keeping it real.
And, we try to,
We
we
try to keep it
try.
real. Like we all want to go to the Super Bowl, of course. That's the ultimate goal. But hey,
Of
get us
course,
to the NFC Championship.
I mean, please,
This take another step for us.
So let's
Just
get right
keeping it.
to it. Let's get right to it. First pick, Mozzie Smith. You know,
Yes,
and
sir.
in the beginning of the process, before we re-signed Jonathan Hankins, like I say, Mozzie was one of my
Hankins.
he was one of my favorite guys. But I mean, he was a one tech,
Right.
and of course with positional value, a lot of people didn't. I didn't see us drafting a one tech
Nobody.
in the
Nobody
first
seen
round.
it. Nobody.
But it was funny as you listen to the press conference after they made the selection, and Jerry said, "Man, 10 years ago we would never made this pick."
hmm
And it's a testament of what Dan Quinn has done on that defense. I think he's open, and on top of that, McCarthy as well. I
Right.
think
Exactly.
I
hmm
think they opened the front office eyes to being more open to what the team actually needs,
Right.
and getting Hankins actually, like say, traded for Hankins last season.
hmm
I think it put a more onus on getting somebody like a Mozzie Smith.
Right. Because they seen the results. They seen how having a run stopping man in the middle, a bigger one tech stopping that run could, they seen that when they got hurt, they seen how they was running up, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they seen how, how effective he was. So they're
And
gonna
and some
put some resources into it.
and sometimes you do have to see it work for you to make a
Right.
change. Sometimes,
To be a
I
believer,
mean,
to be a believer, right.
that's just natural for people. Sometimes like,
hmm
okay, oh, I see the result. Like if you go to the gym and somebody say, "Hey man, do this workout," and you
Right.
like, "Man, I got strong doing this workout." You go, believe.
Exactly. Exactly.
But for example, like say they tried to go get when McCarthy got here, they went and they switched they went tried to go get a Dante Pope.
hmm
course, it
Didn't
didn't
work.
work. It didn't work.
Right.
But you draft the Bohanna. Okay, Bohanna. We'll talk about that later. You go John Ridgeway. You go get him a back to back
Hmm.
kid. You
Right.
draft these people. Now these are later round picks,
Yeah.
but
Right. Right. Right.
we wasn't even getting that.
We wasn't even getting that, bro.
and
Wasn't even getting that.
with the previous regime. So you go get a Miley Smith that has athleticism, has pass rushing upside that that's been uptacked, like that can do the dirty work, that we can have a Micah running free or a LVE clean.
Right.
What I'm saying?
That's
Think
big.
about
Big
that.
for LVE. Big for LVE, man.
I know LVE did a whole backflip in the house once he seen this thing. Because that's like I say, what people don't know about LVE, that's one of his weaknesses is block shedding.
Shedding blocks. Yep.
So if he's clean, he can diagnose the play.
Oh.
So he can do everything that you need him to do. It's just
Hmm.
once them linemen get to that second level,
You're
that's
right.
it.
They put them hands on them. Yep. You want to see 2018 LVE? Put Mozzie and Hangers in there.
You keep them clean. So
Hmm.
what did you think about the pick when we made this one?
But like you were saying, we heard, of course, we heard Mozzie's name early in the process. He was the number two, probably. He's the number one run stop in DT in the entire draft, probably the number two DT overall. But we haven't took a DT high in almost 30 years, so we really didn't factor him into our first round pick. Of course, he's deserving of it, but that wasn't on our radar. We thinking tight end, we thinking wide receiver, what I'm saying, O line. So, but when I heard his name, bro, me and we hopped on, we chopped it up real quick, but like, yo, we kind of was in shock, like, yo, this is what we've been needing. This is what we've been waiting for, bro. I can't we like, yo, they finally did it.
That's what
It's
it
just,
was. It was
it's like shock. Like they finally did it. Our man was thrilled with the pick. It's exactly what the defense need. Like to take the defense to the next step. We have a top 5 defense without him. Put him in the middle right there, man. That's just only gonna make us better. More turnovers, more sacks, more pressures. That's just gonna help the offense out.
Absolutely. Like I said, I think everybody you will love a guy like say Osa gonna love playing beside.
Oh yeah.
Like you say, Hank is gonna love being fresh,
doing
his job,
there you go.
with him.
There you go. Micah,
Sam Williams, Dorrance Armstrong.
Yeah.
Like everybody's gonna love playing beside this guy because, like I said, he's gonna do his job. He know what his job is to do, and he's going to come in and do it. And he has upside on the pass rushing ability because he wasn't asked to do that as much.
The untapped potential, man. Like he's a number one on the freak list.
Yeah.
Like my man, athleticism is crazy. He's like in the on the RAD score, like 9.8, almost 10 out of 10 on the athletic score. That's crazy for 330 pounds, bro.
And I think the fact, like you say, we know we got pass rushers coming off the edge, and you know what they're gonna do. But I think he can easily get some dirty sacks just off pushing the pocket.
Just off pushing the pocket, man.
We seen
Mike and them screaming off the edge, gonna push that quarterback right up. All he gonna do is bear hug him.
we seen Hankins get a sack like that last year.
Yeah, got like 2 like that last year. Yeah.
So yeah. How do you think we're gonna use them?
I think. Well, I want to say we'll have him and Osa on the field early downs, first, second down. Then Hankins might come in on run downs, like short distance goal line might be Hankins. Third and longs, you put him and Osa on because he got that pass rush ability too, and they get out the field. Then I say you can use him and Hankins, 4th and 1s, QB sneak time. Put him and Hankins out there because he can play the 3 in a pinch because he got the athletic ability.
Yeah.
And they both start against the run, and he'll be able to get put a little pressure on the quarterback. But I think him and Osa together going to be just a force, bro. I think it's not gonna be there from the beginning. He gonna have to take his lumps. He gonna have to learn. So they gotta fill each other out. But I think mid-season on, I think him and Osa gonna vibe off each other, man, and make it happen. Keep Hankins fresh. Then in the third, fourth quarter coming in, then both they find a nice little rotation. How many steps they want to do? I'm sure Mozzie gonna take most snaps, but Hankins getting older. He's with that weight on him getting older, the body ain't gonna be able to take all that punishment. But I think Mozzie and Osa gonna be just a sight for sore eyes, bro, in the middle of that defensive line. It's gonna be beautiful, man. And so I got visions of fairies and sugar plums dancing in my head right now.
I and I think Brian Baldinger, that's his name, right? He said Baldy.
Yeah.
He was on 105 through the fan, and he said something interesting today. He said, he wasn't asked to do stunts and wasn't asked to do twists and stuff like that, right?
Right.
And I thought about it. I'm like, you put him on the same side as Micah, and he get to occupy two people, and Micah get to come off the twist and the stunt,
right?
Like,
exactly.
And he right in the quarterback lap, and the quarterback ain't gonna run away from him.
You're not gonna run away from him.
Like I was like, it really did that right there. I was already excited, but like that aspect of because like he wasn't asked to do that in Michigan. I'm like, okay, that's another dynamic that we got to think about because we think we led the league in twists and stunts last year.
Last 2 years, I believe.
Yeah, so you add that to his mix, like you say, and all he got to do is occupy somebody. Like
that's it. Them double teams coming. Michigan asked him to play square up and double team, take on double team. He won't ask to get up the field. So think about him getting up the field now, still stopping the run, but just getting up the field now, not just coming out your stands and try to occupy two people, just getting up the field. Man, that's gonna be nasty with that strength. He already grown country man strong.
Yeah, but he's from Michigan though.
Yeah,
weird. It's weird. He country strong.
Right. That's the ancestors. He got the ancestors.
Absolutely.
The spirit of the ancestors in him, boy.
So let's move on. We went to Michigan again. Luke Schoonmaker, whatever which one it is. Schoonmaker. Big Schoon.
I think we're gonna say Luke instead of Shoon. Yeah. I think Luke gonna be the call in the crowd when he do something good.
Let's roll with that one.
Yeah.
Initially, I was upset.
Yeah, this dude, I don't care who you are. We keeping it real. Like I said, we keep it real around here, man. This pick do us all because who was still on the board. And we thinking, they got guards. We got Drew Sanders. When we heard, we thinking third round, fourth round. So it threw us off at first, but
I can understand. Also, like I said, the very next pick was Osiris Torrance. Like I said, I'm thinking we could have went there.
Right.
And when it comes to tight end preference, I wanted Darnell Washington.
Right.
That was me. But when you listen to everybody break down Luke's game, it was exactly like Darnell Washington.
Right. But now, more refined.
Now, of course, he didn't have the athletic ability as a Darnell. It's not as well of a blocker,
right?
As Darnell, but he can block, and he does have athleticism.
He tested as one of the athletic freaks as well. So
as one of the best, one of the athletic tight ends. So the fact that it was going on a tight end run, I get it.
We get it. Right.
I get it. Y'all can say it was all the pundits can say it was a deep tight end class, but the run was happening.
The run was real. Pop like that.
So, like I say, my initial reaction was frustration. But once I researched and calmed down, slept on it, I'm like, it makes sense. I like it. I'm like, because if I wanted Darnell Washington,
right.
I didn't get Darnell Washington. The reason why I wanted Darnell Washington was the reason why you drafted Luke.
Right. So, and that's before we heard about the medicals and stuff. So we thinking he just didn't get picked. The next day we heard about all that. Then we was like, all right, now it makes sense. So.
And you was a 30 visit, so they definitely checked on your medicals.
Yeah, so he definitely failed the medical with them when they visit. That's why they didn't pick him. So it was that's stuff we don't know during the time. You know what I'm saying? That's stuff come out afterwards.
So it made so like I said, it all made sense at that point. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'm good. What's your expectations for Luke?
My expectations for Luke, well, I got on board with the pick when at the press conference that night when I heard Mike McCarthy, he broke it down like he in line, slide, tight, out wide, blocking, seam threat. He does it all. Then I say and understand how we want to run the ball. He can run the ball behind him. Michigan ran the ball behind him. crazy. Blake
Mhm.
Corum, he should have came out. If he would have came out, he'd have been one of the top backs. Most of the time you watch the film, he running behind Luke.
Mhm.
Michigan threw the ball 26 times, average 26 passes a game,
Yeah.
completing maybe 18. So of course he's not gonna have the stats. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But when you see him going route and he's making difficult balls behind him, he's coming down to the ground, diving, catching, he's getting yak. So when he got his opportunity, he was making the best of it. I don't even think he had a drop. Hands is good. So I think Ferguson's still gonna be tight end one. I
Mm.
think Luke gonna be tight end two.
Mhm.
They're gonna tan them up. Then Ferguson, but Hendershot gonna be tight end three. He's gonna get some run. But I think the 12 personnel, him in there blocking, Ferguson going on route. I think they're gonna switch that. They're gonna alternate that thing to keep defenses honest. Say, oh, you see
Mhm.
Luke coming in. Oh, he blocking. Oh, nope, Luke gone. Oh,
Mhm.
Ferguson coming in. He running a route. Oh no, well Ferguson just drove you in the ground. You're running by. I think they're gonna have that 12 personnel rocking with him and Ferguson, man, because they both can kill the scene. They both can
Mhm.
block. They're both competent blockers. They both got good hands. They're both good route runners. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's gonna be a nasty little duo, both of them on the field at the same time, man.
I think the 12 personnel is definitely going to go a whole nother level
Mm-hmm.
with these two individuals.
Right.
I'm not sure who's going to be tight end one. And the reason why I said that because
Mm-hmm.
the reason why I do like this is because yeah, you are a second round pick, and I get
Right.
it. Second round pick, you should be able to, be able to get that spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jake Ferguson not gonna get that up.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think first gonna be number one until further notice. Put it
So
like that. Yeah.
if Jake don't get that up,
Mm-hmm.
that's a plus.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But if Luke come in and Luke take it,
Hey,
that's a plus.
that's a plus.
So so my point being, and it's going to be my consistent theme with this draft, is competition. Is building competition. Like you say,
Mm-hmm.
Luke doesn't come in and just automatically become tight end one. He has to go
Ain't
take
give him
that.
nothing. Ain't give him nothing. Yep. Got to take
And,
that.
and that's the beauty of it. So, but we also we do understand that 12 personnel they're going to play, and also our three tight end sets is still
Yep.
available, like
Yep.
we ran last year because
Kill the Giants with it.
we found some success with that.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't necessarily mean that has to go away from the playbook now.
Right.
We can still build. We can still build
Mm-hmm.
off that.
Yeah, definitely.
And
If I got faith in any coach, London Wells, one of my favorite coaches on the staff. London Wells gonna have this boy. Hey, these boys gonna be ready to play. I guarantee you that right now.
Luna Wells is definitely Dan Quinn level when it
Yeah,
comes to, hey, we trust you in your development.
exactly.
Like say we get you a guy, we trust you to get you to
Get
handle
them,
that.
get them right. Get them right.
So I've got all the faith in the world. So if he signed off on that one, hey, kudos to him.
Yep.
All right, DeMarvion Overshown,
Yeah.
round 3,
Yes, sir.
linebacker from Texas. How did you? I now this was a pick that I did like.
Right. Definitely. I
You
thought it was
know,
perfect round, perfect. No, I thought it was perfect. I don't think people say fourth round. Like no, I thought third round was gonna be his round that he went. It was two players in the draft. I knew that I mocked as I picked as Cowboy picks. It was Overshown and me and you had was it Keandre Miller, the running back from TCU. Them two, I was like, yo, one of them, both of them, but at least one of them getting picked by the Cowboys, and we got Overshown. I was like, man, got my fault. We go ahead.
No, you're not. You go.
So my man just got you can just feel like you can feel the swag, you can feel like the love for the game.
Mm-hmm.
He Texas born bred, so he love the Cowboy. You know what I'm saying? Like you can just feel like his energy. You can feel like he just want to get to Dallas and just be the best player. He want to make plays. I think he's gonna be a man. He can play safety. He can play free safety, strong safety, moving the linebacker. I think they're gonna put a little bit of weight on him. He's gonna be the chest. I think he's gonna be the chest piece. They're gonna move him. That curse kind of in the box to the line of scrimmage, rushing the pass or some blitzing, covering tight ends. Man, I think he's gonna be that chess piece all over the field. Man, I'm really excited about this pick. I know. Listen, I know he's a third round pick, so day one he's not gonna come in and light it up like Michael. But as Dan get a hold of him and start molding him, man, I think every game you're gonna see him improve and get better and better. And we can be like, yo, we got this dude in the third round, bro. That's how I feel about him. What you think?
I like I said, I love the pick and the fact that I know he has questionable instincts when it came to his linebacker skills, right?
Only his second year playing linebacker, so of course.
But I can like I said, I know for a fact that Dan Quinn's gonna have a role for him. Like, hey, this is what you do.
Right.
Do this. Handle this. Like his first role may just be spying Jalen Hurts.
Right, right.
You know, or just blitzing, or just coming in like that. My other thing, like I said, he has the versatility to do a lot. Like I said, he could just play linebacker.
Right.
He can play the linebacker role. He can play the Anthony Barr role.
Right, Anthony Barr. There you go.
He can play the J-Ron Kurtz role. He reminds you of Donovan Wilson anyway.
He got that look, man. Yeah, just got that swag.
So he can play the Donovan Wilson role if it came down to it. But I believe that he's going to be groomed to probably do that J-Ron Kurtz role because it's a linebacker role anyway.
Right.
So I think he might be groomed in to take over that. We'll see.
Right. But definitely Anthony Barr role for real, for sure.
The beauty of this again, because we needed a linebacker, right?
You
think he's gonna start beside LVE?
Damone Clark ain't giving. Damone Clark is people gotta remember though, he just came in, no freshman OT, no freshman minicamp. I mean freshman, I'm sorry, no rookie minicamp, no OTAs, no training camp, none of that. He came straight in off of surgery, rehabbing into the game, and he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially when Hankins was there, he did his thing. So for my man to get a full all season, a full training camp, Damone Clark coming, bro. He gonna be legit.
And that's the beauty of it. So the fact that he's a third round. DeMarvion is a third round pick. Damone Clark was a fifth round pick. So ain't nothing given to you.
Right, nothing.
Yeah, your pedigree. Yeah, before your injury, yeah, you was projected. You should have been a second round pick.
Right.
You get all that, but reality says you was a fifth round pick. So when you come to camp, you gonna hold it down, right?
Right.
Because if not, we got this young missile.
Right. And he ready to go. He ready.
and that's the beauty of it. Because if Damone Clark takes the starting role, then what we got? We got somebody that we're excited about anyway, right?
Right. There you go.
Now we got quality depth, and I'm sure that you can find a role for him to play.
There you go. Right.
So, and then on top of that, if he comes in and he understands what he's asked to do, and he takes over, and he takes the spot,
right?
Then what do we got?
Got quality depth.
Quality depth. You know what I'm saying? The competition. The competition is definitely going to bring out the best of these players, and that's the beauty of it. It's a constant theme, and I'm definitely going to wrap it up once we get to the end because this competition is new.
Right. You know, Jason Garrett. You already know. Oh, running with the ones. Oh, he's going to be the starter. Then the ones that are like, bro.
We might not even
year, every season a new season, bro. Cats got to earn it. Like, come on, man.
And that's the beauty of it. That's the absolute beauty of it. But as a day one, like I said, I understand that. I think Dan Quinn's gonna have a role for him. I think he's gonna excel. Like I said, see ball, hit ball. He one of them versatile type of linebackers. That's what we needed. When it came to linebacking, because like I said, we got the savvy veteran, the smart, the instinctual linebacker in LVE that can put everybody in the right spot.
Line everybody up, yep.
Now we need the missiles.
Go get it.
Shoot. Yeah, we need those.
Yeah. So watching him and Michael run, dog, the defense is gonna be physical and fast, bro.
Yeah.
Why that secondary and them linebackers, that's gonna be crazy.
I don't want to jinx this, but we're gonna have some friendly fires, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We're gonna have some.
It happens every year. We're gonna have some.
Okay, calm down, son.
Like slow. The Donovan Wilson will come in. He don't care who he hit.
Yeah, somebody getting hit.
Somebody getting hit. Donald do not care, bro.
Oh man. Junior Fielko
Yes, sir.
is what we gonna call it.
No relation to Semi. Just Vita Vea's second cousin.
Yeah, they definitely make that distinction, right? Now this pick, everybody seems to be excited about.
Yeah.
And even and I remember we during the draft and we text and you know we text every pick and I text you and you was excited.
Right. You I felt your
So,
frustration. You're like, where the offense at, bro?
so I'm allow you to go first before I say why I was not excited at first. So I'm allow you to go first.
This guy right here, man. I watched Voch break him down, his film touching down, man. Voch Lombardi shout out. And
I watched it too.
no, you cannot put that tape on and not get excited. My man, all you see is the hair. I mean, he flying from the left of the screen. He flying from the right of the screen. He flying up the middle of the screen. I mean, his stats, his numbers, it speak for itself, man. My man had like 19 tackles for loss, 12 sacks. I mean, that's crazy coming from 280 well, he's 280 now. I think he was 270 during the season. That's like he's a little bigger than DeMarcus Lawrence. Getting that type of production, like off the edge, that's crazy, man. He's high motor. All he do is see the ball, go get the ball. He don't stop. He don't get tired. I swear he'll play 100 snaps if you let him play 100 snaps, and with the same energy. Like he's not the most refined, he's not the most athletic. He's not the most refined pass rusher with technique and stuff, but he'll give you 100% effort. He's strong. He'll run you slam through the middle of your chest. He'll step on your chest, jump off you, just to get to the quarterback, man. Like that's the type of players Dallas been needing. We haven't had cats like that in a long time, bro. You put him with some of these vets, and he learned some of that technique with the hand fighting, the dipping and the ripping. I mean, Lakers must have did something. Yeah. I mean, what score?
40-40.
Okay. Oh yeah, we got a game.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get him with Micah and D-Lo learning, man. I mean, I think we got some. I think they got a steal right here in the 4th round, bro. His film is just exciting to watch, man.
Okay. Initially, at the time, I believe I wanted a corner on the board. I think it was multiple corners on the board at the time. It was also Aiden O'Connell on the board at the time when it came to. And I think it was another running back on the board at the time. Yeah. I was supposed to write this down because I had a whole list of who I thought we should have taken.
Yeah, at this point. I remember talking about O'Connell. I remember the quarterback. I think it was another offensive position though, because he's like, why we ain't going offense? So it was it was a wide receiver or O'Connell. We were thinking we was going.
And I don't want to be misquoted. I think the guard from UCLA, Mafi.
That might be who it was. It might have been Mafi.
He might have still been on the board at the time. So at that point, I'm like, those positions was definitely way more important at the time to fill, other than this position. Then when I researched him, looked at his film, looked at the Voch breakdown, heard everybody describe him, of course I fell in love. I'm like, okay,
right.
The player, it makes sense. I get it.
Right.
But as of now, okay, he's a defensive end. They say he could play some 3 tech. Probably play some both. We got D-Law. We got Micah going to full-time edge. We got Sam Williams. We got Dorrance Armstrong. We got Dante Fowler. We got Chauncey Golston that play both.
Right.
We got I don't know how many I just named. We even got Tat McKinley right now that's coming.
Tat McKinley. You don't even say his name. You forget him.
Exactly. That's a reason why I said his name. You got all those defensive ends. Okay, cool. You're gonna play him at defensive tackle. Because we got Osa, we got Mozzie, Bohanna, Navagalamore, Hankins. We got all these people. Where does he fit?
Right. That's the only thing. Like, it seems like we got a surplus of this one position, but we slacking in guard. You know what I'm saying? Or we need another wide receiver. So I definitely felt where he was coming from, for sure. I just want to know where he was ranked on their board for him to take him. I'm thinking that he might have had a third or a late second or a high third round on him or something for them to take him over those other positions that they're.
I mean, at that point, it looked like I mean, they were definitely excited to say Dan Quinn was definitely excited about
Right.
him. And on top of that, when it comes to their board, he probably been high. He might have been higher on their board.
Right.
So their board is definitely different from,
The
let's say
consensus. Yeah.
others. So it just the player I didn't have an issue with because, like I say, once I researched him and done the
Yeah.
I'm like okay, and I'm like the player makes sense.
Just the
Like,
position, right?
It
Got a
was
surplus.
it was the position at the point, but once again, competition.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're gonna move him down to 3 tech,
Right.
I remember your text. You said Gallimore in trouble.
He in trouble.
So
Gonna be trouble.
Gallimore in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Bohannon's in trouble.
Right.
Because Bohannon only has one role.
Big Bo in trouble, bro. Bohanna in trouble. Gallimore in trouble. Shit. Gallimore was in trouble when they said Ghost was gonna be a full time.
Yeah, so he's been in trouble. So he
really in trouble.
So those two people is in trouble. We're gonna talk about the people that's in trouble later on when we wrap this up. But excuse me. But when we talk about competition, and if he has the motor, if he comes in with that motor,
sick, bro. It's sick.
A lot of people are in trouble if that's the case.
Yeah, no, for a man that size, you've seen it.
Yeah,
for a man that size, he hair on like Troy Polamalu.
Yeah,
at defensive line.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to be moving
that's
like
it.
This. Yeah,
he moving like that. Like that's crazy, man.
So people in trouble. So what I'm saying, when it comes to competition in that defensive line room,
the vets gonna have to come with it, bro. I'm sorry. And I love it. I love to say that. No, we ain't say that in a while, bro.
Yeah.
The vets gonna have to come with it. These big money vets.
Yeah.
Hey, cause Steven ready, bro. He's like,
you know what? Yeah. He can't wait to say somebody.
He graduated to Cat Man too. He like, oh, he feeling himself.
So, Asim Richards, awesome, whatever.
I think it's awesome. I believe.
I'm about to say, I heard a lot of people been saying that, but round 5, offensive lineman, and I watched the breakdown of him,
right?
And the breakdown was definitely promoting him moving on to guard,
right?
You listen to Brian Broaddus and Wolchuk, they were promoting leaving him at tackle.
Leaving him at tackle, yeah.
You listen to Will McClay. I think he said, he's gonna be playing both.
Right.
We'll work him out in both.
Yeah, cross training.
Which is cool. We need the versatility, obviously because injuries happen.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, cool. We needed an offensive lineman at this point. And like I said, the first initial thoughts to be heard was he was gonna be playing guard. And at this point, we hadn't drafted a guard. So once I heard guard, I was like, all right, cool. I'm like, cool. Yeah. But I did watch some of his film. I watched some of his tape. If he went to full-time guard, I wouldn't be upset.
Right.
If he's a good tackle and he can play tackle, we can use a swing tackle.
Mm-hmm.
So I also wouldn't be upset to Dan. But this pick right here, you talking about somebody that's in trouble, Josh Ball?
Oh, it's a wrap.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
I was just making sure.
The ball can bounce. Ball can bounce.
The
ball can bounce.
When it comes to competition, like say we heard all good things about Walesko last year.
Right. He looked good in the preseason.
Looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Just had that shoulder injury. They kept popping out. So they had to get that right. So of course he had a full off season to get that right, get stronger. Can he build off what he did last year?
Right. There you go.
And if he could do that, is he the swing or if he's just a backup left tackle?
Right.
If he can, I think if he can solidify that, I think they're gonna overly work this Asim
at guard. Right.
At guard.
Exactly. There you go.
So I think it is going to start off as a competition at the left tackle, and I think I'm hoping that Walesko can take that job because Walesko can only play tackle.
He can only play tackle. Exactly. He too tall to play guard. He's too tall.
This individual can play both. Like you said, he has the size to play both.
Right.
So I'm hoping for that Velasco can just say, "Yeah, I got this. I got the swing tackle job. This is mine."
Right. I wish we'd have seen more with Let's Go. Like we seen sample size was good, but I wish we'd have seen some more so we can feel more confident on it. But like what we seen, it was good. It's because especially from a fifth rounder at a smaller school. So like I said, the offseason peanut butter.
Yeah,
Hopefully they drug his ass to Duke with him. So Duke can put hands
yeah.
on him, get him ready. Yeah, if he did that, I got all faith he can do the swing.
The reason why I was confident because we heard positivity about
Right.
it. And on the flip side, we ain't hear nothing
Not
positive about Ball.
not
So
nail not a word positive about Ball.
so we know he trash.
Yeah.
Okay, boom, you trying to move him at guard. Now you trying to move him to guard to try to figure out if we could get something out of him. Okay,
Right.
cool. He ain't gonna get nothing out of him, but camp. He go through camp and then he can get cut
Yeah.
because you need
Let's
bodies at camp.
put him in that fourth preseason game when all the scrubs playing and say,
Yeah, and let it go.
just get through
So
the game.
this pick right here, like I said, hopefully he can develop into something that we can use immediately.
Right.
But hopefully that he just can develop. That's
Yeah.
what we can know. We're talking about a fifth round pick here.
Yeah.
So say the expectation can't be but so high at this point.
Right. My opinion, I think he could play swing tackle right now. He has the feet, he has the mirror ability, watching this film.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he could step in and play tackle in a pinch right now. Guard, I don't think he'll be able to play guard right now in the NFL. He gets bull right down the middle. He's got to get his base got to be strong. He's really athletic, really good feet like Marion, you know what I'm saying, keeping rushers off. But if somebody gonna put that power on him, like a guard, like at guard, when it's in that phone booth, he's not strong enough to anchor. He gets pushed back. So he's gonna have to get some more strength to play guard. So I think if you're gonna put him at guard, this year not gonna be it. It'll be next year. But I think he could come in and tackle in the pinch right now and hold up well, in my opinion.
Well, that's the thing though. Just show if you can show us anything at tackle, that's valuable.
Yeah, exactly.
That's valuable.
Because Tyrone gonna miss 4 or 5 games.
Hey, come on now, we already know that.
We know that. I mean, so that's gonna happen.
And like I say, we still
not gonna wood, but it's happening. It is what it is.
We're gonna still need to back up right tackle.
Right.
We're gonna still need to back up left tackle. Like I said, we don't know if what let's go make it go to the right.
Right.
Or say make it to left, but we need to see you do something.
Right. Because we played let's go left tackle last year, right? They had him on the left side.
Yeah, he was on the left.
Yeah. So we ain't seen him on the right. So
yeah. So we got time. Hopefully they stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
We get through it. All right. They traded up. I don't think they had to pick at this point. I think they traded up.
Yeah, they gave up next year's 5, so probably a comp 5 for next year to get to the first pick in the 6th round to get him. So they wanted him.
Eric Scott Jr. from Southern Miss, a cornerback, athletic.
Athletic for another athletic freak.
They got all the traits.
Right.
Obviously.
Right. And I didn't mean to cut you off, but if you add his projected 4.4, like a 4.45 40, and take out that 4.7 that he ran hurt with a hurt quad, his numbers jump up even like he's a 9 point something % on the RAS score. That's athletic freak rate. You know what I'm saying? Like that's top of the top right there. All the corners in this year's draft.
That's what you do at this point.
You
take these traits and you try to develop them because at this point, it don't matter where we drafted a cornerback. That cornerback wasn't going to play unless something significantly happened. So if we would say, for example, if we went and got Joey Porter Jr. in the first round, he not playing.
That's almost, I mean, for the future, but that's almost like you're not maximizing your first round pick. You're not getting your first round pick on the field immediately. You know what I'm saying? You're losing a year on that.
Exactly.
He's gonna play, but he's not gonna get like the significant snaps he needs to justify that pick.
So so I understand us not going corner early. We might would have wanted a corner early.
Right. Yeah.
But I understand they not going there. So you pick somebody like Eric Scott with the athleticism that he had, with the traits that he had. When the last time we missed with a 6th round quarterback?
Right. That's like, hey, if we take him fifth and beyond, we good. I know we hitting on it.
That's what I'm just saying. When the last time we missed? I mean, Anthony Brown, Xavier Woods,
Donovan Wilson,
Deron Bland.
Like it keep going.
Just
keep going.
Eric Scott Jr. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
You on deck.
So you know what I'm saying. So based off the traits and the athleticism that he has, I'm pretty sure that he can definitely be an impact on special teams.
Definitely. Yeah, he
And
definitely gonna make it say on special teams first, you know.
and he might can make
Hey,
it.
somebody might be in trouble.
Okay, I was about to say somebody might be in trouble.
Somebody
Somebody,
might be in trouble. Two
somebody,
somebodies might be in trouble.
you know what I'm saying? Everybody, because like everybody always want to just talk about Kelvin Joseph. You know,
Right.
Kelvin,
Nope, nope, nope. They showing in there too.
yeah. But I think the beauty of not the beauty, but I understand that Kelvin Joseph was a second round pick, and of course we wanted way more out of him. But he become a valuable piece in special teams.
Yeah, that's the only thing say there. He's almost becoming a special teams ace, keep it real.
So you know what I'm saying. So I like that. I know everybody ready to get rid of him just because he didn't pan out at cornerback. I get it.
Right.
You know, Nashon Wright blocked the field. I mean, blocked the punt
Right.
his rookie year when he was on special team.
Right. Two kicks that year, I think.
So he got special teams value if we put him back on special team. And on top of that, when we put him at corner, he wasn't.
He's not getting beat like Kevin
Yeah,
Joseph getting beat. You know
no,
what I'm saying?
he was
He's competent.
yeah, he just wasn't a liability. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
there you go. He wasn't a liability.
Yeah,
Dog. Kevin Joseph soon first snap,
yeah.
bomb. He's like that's how he is when he get in the game. Like it's crazy,
Mhm.
bro. I don't understand. Like it's wild. Like he has no confidence.
So I get it. So this guy Eric Scott, like I said, he can come in. He can make it interesting for you know for them
Right.
when it comes to cornerback. When it comes to that specifically cornerback, he can make it interesting for them because they already showed us that what they can do.
Yeah, they ceiling. It ain't. I mean, it is what it is with them now. Like
Like I said, they've had plenty of opportunities. We've
right.
seen plenty camps of
Mm-hmm.
saying when both of them, like I said, they had opportunities to show us something.
Right. We ain't seen it right now. We ain't gonna see it.
Pretty much. So, and like I said, but I do believe the special teams aspect, they have the edge
Right.
on Eric Scott, but we'll see
Yeah.
because like I said, he is an athletic freak.
About to say, don't let him get out there and start making plays on special teams in the preseason now.
Yeah, because somebody
Somebody getting kick.
Oh man, did you cry?
Bro, you got like, is somebody cutting some onions up in here?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? No, it's it's allergy season, you know.
You know what I'm saying? This definitely was a team cry moment.
Oh yeah,
Deuce Vaughn.
hell of a
And
story. Hell of a story, man.
they was talking about him, all off season. We knew the story about his pops and all, being a scout. And it was an amazing story. Great, At this point, we didn't have a running back. We didn't draft a running back yet either.
Right.
So
Right.
and the running back run was weird.
It was.
Like Bijan and Jameer Gill, they went high, and
Boom boom.
then Zach Charbonnet went to the Seahawks. That's high.
Right. Then that was it for a while. Then
they went on a run again. It was
again.
like,
I'm like,
it was very weird on the aspect of when we was gonna get our running back or when we was gonna pick our spot. So I can see why we missed on some of these running backs or some of these picks, but we ended up getting Deuce Vaughn.
No, animal.
Absolutely.
Animal, bro. I don't care. Pound for pound, you put his tape up against anybody in his class, running back in his class, and you hard pressed to beat him, bro. Bijan, shit, bro. I don't even think Gibbs tape better than him. Bijan might be the only tape better than his, bro. This dude, if he was 2 inches taller, he'd be a second round pick. I mean, not being a homer, just keeping it real, watching the film.
Gibbs is 5'9".
Right.
So I mean, so like you said, if he was 2 inches taller, like you said,
he going in like it's. I mean, the man's electric, bro.
He's only he
touched the ball, anything could happen.
He's only here because, like you said, at this point, because of his lack of size.
Yeah, that's it.
I wanna temper my expectations for him because, matter of fact, no. Before I say that, I want to. How are we going to use him?
So I think it's going to be TP, Deuce, and Rojo. It's going to be our 3 backs, I believe. TP going to be I want to say workhorse because I just got to see. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I just gotta see how I don't even know how we're gonna use Tony Pollard. You know what I'm saying? Like I just gotta see what the plan is gonna be for them. I think TP gonna get the early. I think Deuce might get third down. I think Rojo will come in down and short down and distances because he got more weight than anybody else.
mm-hmm.
So I think he's a harder runner than anybody else. I think Deuce and TP probably had to be the screen guys. I think you're gonna split Deuce out wide. I think Deuce probably get more slot than anybody. So I think Deuce might have more. I don't know, bro. That's a good question, man.
All right,
That's a good question. What you think?
because I pulled this up just to
I said how Schottenheimer because Schottenheimer had Sproles.
yeah, he was there with Sproles when his pop drafted Sproles.
Yes, I wanted
So
to see
this
how he.
so this, now I pulled up Tony Pollard carries, right?
Mm-hmm.
The most carries he had this season was 22, and that was against Green Bay.
Okay.
That was the most carries that he had. And I use that for example because you said you don't know how we're gonna use Tony Pollard, right?
Right. So I don't even know how we're gonna use him yet.
So that and that's fine. So like I say the most carries that he had all year this year, 22. He had a few games where he had 14, he had
Mm-hmm.
18, 15, he had a 19 carry game, right? So traditionally, he wasn't used as a full-time back,
Right.
right? So my thing is, I think early on, Deuce is if Deuce makes the team,
Right. Right.
Deuce is going to have a role. I believe Deuce's role, they're going to figure out what the best use,
Yeah. About 10
screen
touches a
game,
game. About 10 touches a game.
screen game, get
Yeah.
him on the outside, jet sweep and all that. I get it. I get
Put him
it.
in motion. Get him out in the slot. Get him out wide.
It brings competition to that running back room, but I believe that the competition is between him. I believe the competition is between Ronald Jones and Malik Davis.
Yeah. That's definitely gonna be. Yeah. That's gonna be a battle right there.
Because somebody has to take over the Zeke role.
Yeah. There you go.
So they specifically fit the mold and the size of
Right.
taking on that role. And that
Mm-hmm.
role, I mean,
That
those
short
runs,
yardage, man.
it may not necessarily just be the short yardage back. Zeke became that because that's what
Yeah.
he was great at that point.
Right. We did
At
pass
his career.
pro, short yardage. You know what I'm saying? All that.
Yeah. But I think just the different running back, the bigger running back, the
Yeah.
bulkier running
Right.
back. That role is for Ronald Jones and Malik Davis to battle it out. I believe that Tony is going to be Tony.
Yeah.
Tony's going to get his touches. 15 to 20 touches.
Mm-hmm.
However they going to be. That's why I said touches, not carries.
Right. Yep.
A game, I believe. But I don't think they're just going to just all of a sudden since Zeke gone, we about to just give Tony 25 to 30 touches.
Yeah.
I believe his touches is still going to be the same. Like I said, Zeke didn't play that game, and he only had 22 carries.
Right. Exactly. Right.
The game before that, Zeke didn't play, and he only had 14. Feel what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
they didn't just up his carries. I mean, he had a monster game against the Bears that game, but it's
Yeah.
like
Definitely. But he was
they
catching
didn't
the ball, the Viking. You know what I'm saying? Wheel routes, stuff like that.
they didn't just go crazy on his carries when Zeke was out. So, I mean, maybe Skip Peter's gone. We got a different running backs coach. Maybe
Right.
they may utilize CP differently, but until we see it, I
Right.
don't know. But we do
We
know
got to
he's
see
the
it.
number one.
Right. Right.
Like I said,
Definitely.
we know he's the number one. We know he's
Without a doubt.
gonna get the bulk of the touches. It's just a fact, and I do believe that Deuce, like I said, Schottenheimer was there when Sproles was
You're right.
was
Right.
around. He know
So he
how to
was saying,
utilize.
you know how to use it.
He was in Seattle with a rotation,
Mm-hmm.
rotation of back. Like I said, even though McCarthy not knowing to run the ball a lot, he used multiple backs.
Right.
So we can actually see we have the history went on our offensive staff of using a multiple backs.
Mm-hmm.
So we can see them finding a role for Deuce Vaughn.
Definitely.
My only trepidation of is he is a 6th round pick.
Right.
And I know the lovable story. We fell in love.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. It was cool, right? But I harken back on when we drafted Jabril Cox. And every analyst, every draft person that you said,
Mm-hmm.
they said Jabril Cox was the best coverage linebacker in the league and in the draft.
Right.
Like literally, that's everybody said the same
That's
exact
the
thing.
thing. Coverage.
Coverage. You put it, you can find a role for him. You can find a role for him.
Mm-hmm.
And like you just said earlier, Damone Clark didn't go through OTAs, didn't go through
Right.
rookie camp, didn't go through training camp. He just went through recovery and immediately got on the field
Immediately started producing.
before Jabril Cox. And I get it. You had ACL injuries coming off of that. I get it.
That's the biggest mystery in Dallas, bro. Because we
But
seen him play. He knocked out Daniel Jones. He looked good against it. I don't know what I don't understand it. Something behind closed doors we not hearing, bro. I don't know.
but that's my thing is though. It's like we because we like I say we were heavy on the draft. We cared about him and it's our team. But at the end of the day, he's a 4th round pick.
Right.
4th round pick, not entitled to nothing.
Not a thing.
So the same thing I'm saying about Deuce Vaughn is like, okay, like I say, we get it. He pops work in the building. Like I
Right.
say,
Right.
it was a lovable story. We get it. We know
Better
your film is
come with
good.
it.
We
Got to
get it.
come with it.
But at the end of the day, you're still a 6th round pick. You're not
Yep.
even guaranteed to make the team.
Exactly.
Ridgeway didn't make the team last year.
Mm-hmm.
Ridgeway
Come with
was
it.
a 5th round pick. You see what I'm saying?
Got come
So
with it.
is that
My thing is, I just like when do we take TP off the field? Because TP can do third down. You know what I'm saying? Like
you're
I
gonna
know
take
Deuce will get like when Zeke was the lead back, Tony probably got his series or two. I know Deuce will probably get a series, but like in the flow of the game, when does TP come out besides when he's tired at the long run or something? When do you bring in Deuce? You know what I'm saying? I got to see this, man. I just want to see how it flows, how it works, man, in tandem.
this is
It's
when you
intriguing.
this is when you have uh this is when the veteran play caller comes in fruition.
Right.
It's when you can say the flow of the game. It's like maybe he don't have to come out this game. Like you know what I'm saying? Maybe okay, you get a breather, or we know for a fact that we getting you out the game early.
Right.
Like okay, first and second quarter, let's go and get some others involved. So
Right.
when they come third and fourth quarter, you
You
ain't got
ready.
to come off the field.
Right.
So we getting those screen passes with Deuce out the way, or
Mm-hmm.
we letting Ronald Jones run some powers up the middle and get loosen
Yeah.
this up. But then we know second half that it's all TP.
You get loose.
Maybe we can look at it like that.
Right.
But he played that entire game, and the most he had was 22 carries. So
I mean, yeah.
and
I mean,
and that game went to overtime.
right. So yeah.
So we're gonna see.
We're gonna see. It's gonna be interesting though. That's a big question mark right there.
And then we got Jalen Brooks. We'll round out this round 7. He definitely reminded me of Noah Brown.
I was just about to say that's Noah Brown right there to me, bro.
And they had an interview with him, and the first thing that he mentioned was special teams. So we already know what tech time he on.
Yep. He didn't even say nothing about receiving, about catching the ball, route running. He said special teams. That's my man know what time it is.
Yeah, so if he makes the squad, we know it, like I say, we know what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not even need to dwell on it because I'm not
right. Yeah, he ain't got much. Like he ain't playing 2021. He left the team. Some personal issues. He came back this year. He's second in receiving, had a pretty good highlight package. Like he high points the ball. He's real physical.
Yeah,
he go up and get it.
He got some
50,
long
arms. He's not overly fast, but nice physical, strong. Like Noah Brown. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, there's a place in the league for that. Noah Brown got a second contract with the Cowboys, so just don't sweep this pick under the rug. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm not
he can
mad
come
at
and
it
do
at
some
all.
things. Yeah,
like
he can do some things.
He has a role. And like I said, he know what type of time he on.
Right.
So
He already said he ain't say nothing about receiving. He said special team.
So so maybe he can definitely maybe show some upside in the receiving game, and maybe he can maybe he can get out there. But like I said, he know what his role is, so he gonna go out there and be a special team player. And we need those. Like I said, we lost Noah Brown,
Right.
we lost Luke Gifford. Like I say, so
Mm-hmm.
like I say, the special
That's
team need to,
that's a lot of snaps.
yeah. So that special team need to be replenished.
Yeah, that's a lot
So
of snaps.
like I say, I'm not I'm not mad at the pick. At that point, like I said, we definitely needed a receiver, and we definitely didn't need to have to go receiver early because if we went receiver early, that receiver wouldn't have played. Like
Yeah,
we said.
there you go.
So that wraps up. But when we bring up, we got a comment. Stat predictions for Cooks.
He gonna get his yearly 1,000 for sure.
You got to get 1,000.
Oh yeah, he'll get 1,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
CD
think
gonna
you'll.
get CD gonna get 14.
Okay.
He gonna get a G and some change. I say 6 touchdowns.
Okay. I don't see him getting 1,000.
You don't see?
No. Only reason I don't see him getting 1,000 because I think that if let's say everything is in the positive light, right? Let's say Michael Gallup is recovered.
Right.
Michael Gallup is, he's going to take away from his yardage from him getting 1,000. Let's say
Tight end. Mm-hmm.
they're going to get all automatically. Ferguson is going to have better stats.
Right.
Shootamaker is going to have more snaps. So it's just like it's going to be more
Eating into that yardage. Yeah, I feel you on that. Mm-hmm.
And with the talks of more efficiency, a more efficient offense.
Right, running the ball some, and
I'm not sure the volume is going to be there to just pile up stats. So I think he's going to get close to like an 800 yards. I think he's going to be, going to be the second leading receiver.
Right. That's what. Yeah.
But I think the touchdowns is going. I think 6 touchdowns is going to be close.
Yeah. Yeah. Like 6 seemed like a good number. 6.
I think about 60 catches, 800 yards. I believe so.
Shit, that ain't bad for number 2. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like 300 more yards than what our number 2 had last year, right?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Sure enough.
My whole thing about this whole draft class was about competition.
Mm-hmm.
Like we got competition everywhere, even though that fact that we dismissed Jalen Brooks as an actual wide receiver.
Right.
Who's wide receiver 4?
Yeah, you can't pencil Tober then. We ain't see nothing from him.
We can't pencil Tober in. We can't pencil Simi in, right?
We can't pencil Simi in. We ain't seen nothing from
him. People may laugh, but what was the dude named? Dennis. What was Dennis' name?
Houston.
Dennis Houston. Thank you. Dennis Houston started week 1 last year, bro.
You forget about that.
And if this system if it's going to more West Coast, that fits him because he was always in the right spot.
He was where he needed to be.
So we can't just dismiss him.
Right.
I think we got we got another dude in the practice squad. I think Higgins.
Galloway,
that's his name. Galloway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's legit. He's been a legit starter.
so the competition for wide receiver 4 is definitely there.
One of these undrafted free agents supposed to be a monster from Fresno State. He's supposed to be a monster.
Yeah, we always find one of them.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I should have pulled up the graphic. I should have pulled a graphic of our undrafted free agents, but we definitely got some good ones. When it comes to the tight end room, like I said, we don't know who's gonna be tight end 1.
Right.
They're gonna compete.
But Jake ain't giving it up.
He just not gonna give it up, Jay easy.
Nah.
And be quite honest, what if Hendershot step it up?
Right. He ain't trying to give up number 2. Is that right? We
gonna stay. Like I said, we got the D-line room. Like I say, we know Micah was basically the edge.
Right.
But now he's moving the full-time edge.
Right.
And he's full-time edge. Like that's adding more to the room.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, does Sam Williams, does he want more snaps over Dorrance Armstrong? He say, does Dante Fowler make the team?
Does he make the squad? Like somebody step up and take his spot,
You know what I'm saying? Tat McKinley, what you gonna do?
Right.
Like you said, we got Fihoko coming in. You know what I'm saying? You know, he bull in the China shop.
Yeah, yeah. He ready right now.
So Bohanna, what you gonna do?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Never. What you doing?
Neville, you gonna make the team?
Mm-hmm.
Like saying, what you gonna do? Like you say,
The
is
real
that
Cox. We're looking for you.
Jabril Cox? Do you want to get on the field?
We looking for you, Cox. Like, where you at, babe? Pause.
Cause
We're looking
yeah,
for you.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
Big
wild
pause.
ride.
Big wow.
That was a wild ride to
Wow.
wrap this up.
My bad, y'all. My bad.
Because the Marvion Overshawn, right? Like I said, he's overly like he has tremendous athleticism, right? But his skill set, you mean to tell me that wasn't similar to what we heard about Jabril Cox?
Yep.
And,
Coverage
you
can
know,
run.
the coverage aspect. Now,
Mhm.
of course, you wasn't the heat seeking
Right. Right.
missile like he was on the defensive end when it come to hitting. But you know, it's a passing lead. Like
Yeah, exactly.
you don't have a role right now at this point. Devin Harper,
Right.
like
Mm-hmm.
Devin Harper was showing us some things last year.
Right. Preseason. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can you get on the field? Can we see something?
Preseason. So, like you said, do you want to try to get on the field? What you gonna do? Like
Right.
I said, Damone Clark. Like I said, we understand what you showed us up last year. You were taking snaps from Anthony Barr. We got it. We get it. You know, you holding it down. LV, you got
Mm-hmm.
hurt. But are
Take
you
next
ready?
step.
Are you ready to take that step? Are you
Take
ready
the
to
next step.
solidify yourself as a
Mm-hmm.
starter? You know,
Josh Ball need to be filling out applications right now because he already know
you
it's
already know.
time.
It's
He
time.
already know.
XFL waiting on you, brother.
Mm-hmm. Since for Hoka, not for Hoka, but what's the daggone start with the guard center? It's Fiocco, not Fiocco.
It ain't
Forniak.
Forniak, yeah, Matt Forniak.
Yeah, what you trying to do? You trying to take, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's a
Hey,
guard spot there. Do you want,
it's a guard spot there. Like I said, it's waiting for you. Are
right.
you ready? You know what I'm saying?
Because
I know that.
Steven don't want to pay old boy. They decide for the Jets.
Mm-mm.
You can cut him, say 2-3 million.
You know,
Get
on
somebody
top
to
of that,
step up.
and on top of that, for you, like I said, I know the interior spot is yours. The interior swing spot is yours. But do you want more than that?
Right.
Like you say, the boy we got from the Jets. Do you want to start?
Right. Guard is open. Come
Yeah,
take it. Come take it.
you know, swing tackle. What y'all want to
Mhm.
do?
Right. Well, I think he froze up on us here. Well, I think my man here froze up on us, man. Uh, Well, man, we definitely appreciate y'all coming out, rocking with us, recapping the 2023 NFL Draft, man. Going over our players. You know, tell us what you thought about it in the comments. What you think about the players? If you think about NFL free agents that we got, let us know what you think, man. And we get back with you next time. I know we got the rookie mini caps coming up next week. Then we got OTAs after that. So we probably be back to talk about that, what we've seen, what we done heard. We can wrap it up, chop it up with y'all, man. We appreciate y'all as always for episode 30. For your boy D Hill, this your boy D White, the Dallas Duo, and we out. Peace.